creating a balance in the monetary market and maintain purchasing power of the local currency, the Iraqi dinar. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Newsroom. I'm Chella Smith with your Middle East U.S. entertainment news here on YouTube. Here on Fridays, I bring you the latest on reforms and economics of Iraq based on reports put out by the Middle East news media outlets. I do this weekly review, and it's based off my interest. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Last week, we talked about the sacrifices of petrodollars, trade exchange rates, finance, and banking reforms. Let's take a look at this week's headlines. Earlier in the week, Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani approved 35 new services projects for 2024 with completion rates reviewed. These projects will be implemented immediately in Baghdad and other governorates, ensuring high standards technical specifications for quantitative and distinctive citizen services. And President Abdul Latif Jamal Rashid has emphasized the need for the future's fiscal policy strategy. He met with Central Bank Governor Ali Mohsen Al-Alaq in Baghdad Palace, where Rashid reviewed plans to reform and develop the government and private banking sector. Rashid emphasizes the need for fiscal policy strategy based on transparent standards that contribute to citizen services and reboost banking sectors. Al-Alaq reviewed the central bank's plans to procedure for developing the banking sector to address economic challenges. Rashid visits comes after Rashid reviewed support for Ali Al-Alaq. The Kurdish and American companies have signed an agreement to improve trade and investment coordination in the Kurdistan region. The agreement was announced during a visit by the delegation of 30 American companies. This meeting, attended by local business leaders and members of the Board of Investment, aimed to strengthen commercial cooperation and increase American investment in the region. This agreement emphasizes the potential of foreign expertise to support Kurdistan economics and commercial sectors. Despite current economic challenges, the Kurdish and American businesses agreed to expand trade and foreign investments. Iraq's expert in economic affairs, Nar al-Saadi, has highlighted the strategic importance of census in supporting the national economy and achieving sustainable development. The census will provide accurate demographic information, enabling smarter investment and economic decisions. However, al-Saadi warns that potential negative repercussions, if not exploited correctly, such as high unemployment rates and infrastructure issues. The success of the census depends on effective planning and implementation. Iraq's Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani expressed the country's openness to strengthen relationships with Turkey, emphasizing the importance of genuine partnerships and trade balance. Turkish Trade Minister Omar Balat visited Iraq, discussing preparations for the Iraqi-Turkish Economic and Trade Committee meeting. Currency revaluation is a process that involves an upward adjustment of a country's official exchange rate relative to chosen baselines, such as a wage rate, gold prices, and specific foreign currencies. It is the opposite of devaluation and can occur in fixed and flexible exchange rate systems. For an example, the United States maintains a fixed exchange rate until 1973, when President Richard Nixon abandoned the gold standard and switched to a flexible system. China's currency remained fixed until 1994 before being revalued in 2005, linked to the US dollar and a basket of global currencies. The decision to revalue a domestic currencies affects the economy as a whole, as it affects both the currency being examined and the valuation of assets held by the foreign companies in the currency, as revaluation has the potential to change the exchange rate between two countries and their currencies. Book values of assets held abroad may have to be adjusted to reflect the effects of the change in the exchange rate. If a foreign government revalues its currencies, any assets held by the U.S. corporation and foreign economy must be revalued. If the asset's value was previously valued at 100,000 based on the old exchange rate, the revaluation requires a change of 200,000. The change reflects a new value of foreign assets in local currencies by adjusting the revaluation of the relevant currency. The My Account Project team has welcomed Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani discussions to support private banks in salary banking initiatives. The plan is to integrate 3 additional private banks into the system, aiming to enhance services delivered to citizens and aligned with international banking standards. The initiative is part of the broader economic reforms. The U.S. dollar is primary global currency for foreign trade transactions, accounting for 80% of international financial transactions and 60% of international reserves. It is the only currency that absorbs large financial transactions in the oil, energy, and international oil trading sectors. The U.S. dollar dominance has led to the establishment of BRICS groups consisting of China, Brazil, India, and South Africa, which aims to limit its control in international trade and banking transactions. Several Arab countries, including Egypt, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Ethiopia, and Iran, have organized in 2024 to limit the dollar dominance over global trade movement and cooperation between tax and customs authorities. The main objective of these groups include developing a new currency for the use among the group's countries. Iraq has begun to reorganize foreign trade financing by negotiating agreements with the central bank and correspondent banks in China, India, the UAE, and Turkey. These agreements allow banks to deal directly with these countries and introduce new foreign currencies for commercial and banking transactions, allowing banks with American correspondent banks to continue foreign transfers with alternate countries. This approach can help control the reduction of domestic demand for the U.S. dollar, creating a balance in the monetary market and maintain purchasing power of the local currency, the Iraqi dinar. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani and Russian President Vladimir Putin discuss energy-related matters, bilateral relations between Iraq and Russia, and the need for coordinating among OPEC and OPEC Plus countries to stabilize the oil and gas prices. They also discuss evolving regional situations and the need for major power to prevent war expansions, according to Iraqi Business News. And you've been watching Newsroom Weekly Review. I'm Chella Smith with your Middle East U.S. entertainment news on reforms and economics of Iraq. I bring you the latest Dinar news without having to keep up with all the different outlets. I'm here on YouTube every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe and turn those notification bells on. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up. If you really like my content, you can always seed a super chat or a super thanks in the comment section below. It's Thanksgiving, and in 1863, President Abraham Lincoln declared a national Thanksgiving in November to celebrate gratitude and unity amidst the turmoil of civil war. Today, we celebrate Thanksgiving Day. It's an annual national holiday here in the United States and in Canada, celebrating the harvest and other blessings of the past year. Americans generally believe that their Thanksgiving is a model of a 1621 harvest feast shared by the English colonists, the Pilgrims. Thanksgiving Day is a good day to recommit our energies to giving thanks and just giving. Gratitude can transform common days into Thanksgivings, turn routine jobs into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. Have a blessed Thanksgiving, everyone. Again, thank you for being a subscriber, and thank you for visiting Newsroom Chella Smith for your trusted Dinar news. We'll rejoin on Black Friday. I'll see you guys next week, everyone. Take care. Make sure you join us Fridays, 4 p.m. with Newsroom Updates with Chella Smith Entertainment News.